Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
In this episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we're going to answer a very important question from a questioner on Quora. But before I do that, I just want to apologize for the outside noise. It's a rainy day, and the traffic is going by, and the window needs to stay open because it's just hot and humid right now. So we just deal with what we got to deal with and move on. Anyway, the question that was asked was, why do some people belittle the struggle of a depressed person? Little do they know that it's very difficult and very hard to explain. So I took my time and I answered her by basically telling her that most people don't understand that one cannot just overcome a true major depressive episode like that. And the fact of the matter is that anyone who has been through something like this would never say something so ignorant, because they realize it feels terrible. So I told her it's really not her job to defend herself to these ignorant people. Because as long as she's getting the help that she needs, that is all that is required. And I truly believe this. You know, it's bad enough that people are labeled with these psychiatric diagnoses. And at least from my perspective as a hypnotist, I do my best to help people release themselves of the symptoms that cause the diagnosis. It is able to be done in most cases, not really schizophrenics, although I've worked with a few of them to help them with other aspects of their lives. I don't believe that we're ever going to truly be able to get someone rid of their schizophrenia. However, for those people who have mood disorders, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, these kinds of things, it's pretty easy to help them release it with hypnosis, because in many of these cases, there is a cause, there's a purpose for it. And if we understand the cause of the problem and why it was created by the unconscious mind to help protect the person from some negative person or situation in their life, we can usually help them to release it. And that's a beautiful thing. But that wasn't what this person was asking me. She was asking me about the judgment that others make of people with these issues and why it is that they cannot understand it. And you know what? I've had a lot of clients in my hypnosis practice come in because they had their emotional defenses up so strongly that they couldn't feel anything. These were the people who would come to me and tell me that they didn't have any friends. They knew a lot of people, but they didn't have any real friends. They didn't have people that they could call to ask to do things with. They didn't have people that they could call for support and validation when they were feeling down or frustrated in life. They didn't have people they could call for anything. And that's because they'd been hurt so many times emotionally that they put up these really high walls of defenses up, and they wouldn't let anybody in. Well, let me ask you this question. If you're not going to allow someone into your life, how are they going to be able to feel anything for you? They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. And furthermore, if those defenses are so far up, there's nothing called empathy or compassion because they don't have those feelings anymore. And let me tell you, my clients with this problem hated it because it made them feel so alone in the world. Because they were alone in the world. So, if you have a psychiatric diagnosis, the first thing to do is to keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to know about these things. This is personal, private stuff. The only people who really need to know what's going on with you, perhaps, are the people in your immediate family and, of course, your therapist. And if you have a psychiatrist, that person too. And, of course, any clinical person who is there to help you out so they have a better idea of how to go about helping you out so as to not create more emotional harm. At least, that would be the idea around it. Doesn't mean that you're always lucky and get these people to understand these things. And sometimes it can be used against you, actually, in the medical world. But, nonetheless, what you want to do is do the best you can out in the world, show your best self, and never defend yourself to anybody for anything that's going on with you. It's no one's business. Because the reality of the situation is they're not going to get it anyway. It's so easy to judge people with problems. But this is the other thing you have to understand about these people who are judging you. They too have problems or they wouldn't be judging you. Healthy people don't have to put other people down with judgment or demeaning them because they have problems they're working to overcome and make others think that they know more than they do. That's not the way it works. People with really good self-esteem, they're there to help, guide, mentor, love, appreciate, and show compassion and validation. Period. And if you don't have people like that in your life, I suggest you go find some. And do it without having to tell them your entire personal history. Because you know what? People have too many of their own problems. They don't need to deal with your issues. Most people don't have the patience, the understanding, and most importantly, the knowledge to be there for you in that way. So stop putting them into the role of your therapist if you do this. And you know who you are if you do. And allow your therapist to be your therapist. And do your best to enjoy your friends. Be considerate and collegial with your colleagues. And do the best you can out there in the world as you work through the issues that created that diagnosis in the first place. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.